Fair trade is defined as trade in which fair prices are paid to producers in developing countries. According to the Conscious Consumer Resource, fair trade is a social justice movement and alternative business model, a system of global commerce, a tool for international development, and a faith-based activity. The FINE defines fair trade as a fair trade partnership based on dialogue, transparency, and respect that seeks greater equity in international trade. It contributes to sustainable development by offering better trading conditions to and securing the rights of disadvantaged producers and workers. As you can see, everyone has differences in their definitions of fair trade. It can be confusing to understand, as it was for me. I decided to go to Guatemala for 2 weeks to learn what exactly fair trade meant to artisans in Guatemala and to see how fair trade affected people's lives. In Guatemala, almost everyone weaves, sews, or makes some kind of handicraft. Techniques are passed down through the family, with children learning the skill starting around age 7. The quality of the work is excellent, lasting longer than something that you would buy that was mass-produced. But with so many artisans doing the same thing, it is hard to sell product in Guatemala. In 2002, a woman that made handicrafts would only make about $5 a month selling her handmade products. There was a famine and a crisis of the main crop, coffee. And although people were starving, they didn't just need people to come and bring food, because then what would they do the following day when the food was gone? They needed an opportunity to sell their products and be able to support their families. This is where fair trade comes in. Artisans being able to export and sell handicrafts for a fair price greatly changes so many lives in Guatemala, and because of this, families can sustain themselves. When I was in Guatemala, I saw fair trade as parents being able to support their children and send them to school, providing work for girls affected by mudslides and natural disasters, supporting elders that were widowed or lost their close family due to civil war, sickness, or natural disaster, paying it forward by providing macadamia nut trees to poor communities so they can have hundreds of pounds of macadamia nuts to harvest and sell. Fair trade can also be the story of Maria, who was provided work along with other women after her husband was killed in the Civil War, and she was left to provide for her 5-year-old and 2.5-year-old children all by herself, and was able to make fair trade weavings to support her family. Fair trade means a brighter future for Daisy, whose family was able to purchase more land to expand their cornfield because of their fair trade sales, making jewelry out of guitar strings. Fair trade can be the story of Anastasia, who just needed to find a way to feed her family, and now she and 2 of her sons sew and weave for Ruth and Naomi. Fair trade means a new home for Felix to grow up in because his mom Santos became involved with wakame bracelets and became a leader for them. So as you can see, fair trade creates change and opportunity and provides hope for those living with much less than we have. It can help families bring food to the table, further education, move on from disaster, take their lives to the next stage, and much more. When you buy fair trade, you are truly helping improve lives.